Hello and welcome to today's pre-market report. Now I hope all who watched the pre-market video yesterday made good money, as the advice which I gave for Nifty for option buyers and option sellers, it worked out for both sides, and both sides will have made a good return if they heeded to the advice. Now in today's pre-market video, we're going to take a look at the news which is going to affect the market as usual, after which we're going to take a look at Reliance Industries and Kotak Mahindra Bank. I'm taking a look at Reliance Industries as it has met the previous target I had given, and so anyone who had traded with that analysis would have made a profit, and now it has reached an important point. And I'm looking at Kotak Mahindra Bank as it has come into the center of attention over basically what is going on with Hindenburg, that yes, they're a partner of one of the guys who was used Kotak to short Hindenburg and made a good amount of money on it. So Kotak is getting the blame game, I would say. Now on the news front, the local news, there's really nothing that's going to affect the market as of now. I'm recording this the night before. While on the international news front, there are two things which are affecting the markets. The first is the JOLTS job opening report. Why this report is that significant is the Federal Reserve pays a lot of attention to it. So what data comes out of this will affect the Fed's recommendation in September for rate hikes or rate decreases or stay at the rates. Now the JOLTS job opening report is positive, as job openings have increased to 8.14 million, and which is against the analyst consensus of 7.91 million. So it is better than expected. Then the second thing which is affecting the markets is the Federal Reserve Chair, Mr. Powell, is right now giving a speech, and one of the new things he's spoken so far is he's noted a disinflation trend in prices. So that's a new thing, and he has also said that he will be looking at the non-farm payrolls report that's going to be coming out on Friday. And so this has increased the importance of that report. And that means on Friday, traders will really be keeping an eye on it. Now, what is the market reaction so far to all this? Now, if we look at the American market, it's basically treasury yields had initially moved lower after Powell's comments. However, the yields have rebounded once the JOLTS report exceeded expectations. So they are having a volatile trading session, and so it is not giving a clear picture of how we are going to be affected in the morning. Now, what is the implication of this JOLTS report to the bigger picture, and what is and Powell's comment on disinflation trend? Now, the strong labor market could lead the Fed to keep interest rates higher for longer. So it could, if it stays like this, even in the next report, then it will be consecutive, and it will sort of force the Fed not to do a rate cut in September, which is bad for the markets. And so, since high interest rates are typically bearish for equities, but they're bullish for certain currencies like the US dollar. So that is how it's going to affect the markets as a whole. Now we've covered that, so let's take a look at Reliance Industries and Kotak Mahindra. Now, coming to Reliance Industries, let's pop on the levels. Now, the last time I covered Reliance Industries, I had said that a break of 3060 would make us move up to 3140, and that's exactly what happened, as the blue line is the old resistance at 3140, which I gave as a price target. And if you see, we broke 3060 and then went to 3140, and after reaching 3140, this is the daily chart, we have stalled there. 3 days we have not been able to go above. So now I'm going to remove that price target and explain now what's next for the stock. Now on what's next for the stock, let's drop to the 3-hour chart so we can give it a bit more of a intraday plus positional view, instead of it being one way. Now on an intraday plus positional view, in my opinion, as long as we are within the support range of 3090 to 3190, we are going to get V-shaped moves. But everyone will say, what is this support and resistance which I have drawn here? Now, the Reliance Industries is now trading in two box ranges. The narrower box range is simply formed by the candles and the price action, and that has a resistance of 3162 and a support of 31110. However, on the quant support levels, the support levels which are in resistance levels, I always calculate and give, and they have proven the accuracy. Now, on that front, 3090 is the key on the downside, and 3190 is the key on the upside. So within this range, we can expect a lot of box range moves to come, and here there will be no clean moves. So as long as it is within this part is an option seller's market. But I don't believe this will sustain for more than 2 to 3 trading sessions. Once we finish 2 to 3 trading sessions at max, we can even do a breakout today. But max is going to last 2 to 3 trading sessions, this box range within this, after which we're going to choose a side. How are we going to decide the side? Number one, with the levels. Number two, with this volume buildup. As we see right now, the volume buildup is extremely bullish. The trend catcher indicator indicated it was a clean long. Volume buildup at this point itself indicated basically when we were here, the volume buildup indicated a long and trend catcher, and we can see the move that happened after that. So now, how am I going to trade it? Now, as an option buyer, you'll have to trade this partially intraday, partially positional. Now, the good thing, Reliance has good liquidity in FNO, so you're never going to have that issue. Now, as an option buyer, if you break 3090, that's when I will short the thing to first 3045 and 3020. I've kept 3045 as a dash line, as it's a strong support, but not as strong as 3090 and 3020. So technically, a break of 3090 will give me a short opportunity for a target of 3020 with a small stopover at 3045. If we break 3020, we go to 2960. However, any move on any direction will have to have this volume build-up diminish to come back to neutral, as I believe even a neutral volume build-up can help us fall, because it will be coming from severe bullishness to neutral, and that will shake the stock. On the other hand, if we manage to break, basically now we'll go back to the daily chart so I can explain that. Now, if on the upside, if we manage to break the 3190 to 3220, that is a resistance zone. So if we break 3190, we go to 3220, it's not much of a profit zone, and I'm not given levels above that. If we break 3220, then it will form a completely new pattern, and we'll need a fresh video on it, as we'll get much more of a range. So on the upside, I believe right now the range is limited, and the range is limited to 3 to 20 basically. I do not see much of a up move above 3 to 20. It might go up 10 points above that and then come back down. On the pressure right now is on the box range front, plus the longer the box range persists, the higher likelihood of us breaking 3090 to 2960. But it all will depend on the volume build-up and the trend catcher, how it turns. Now next we're going to take a look at Kotak Mahindra. Now Kotak Mahindra, I'm going to take a look at it purely in terms of more of an intraday or basically 2 to 3 trading sessions view, because Kotak Mahindra right now is getting affected primarily by news, so these technicals are changing very often in it. It's not sticking to one view for that long. So let's say how we're analyzing today will be relevant today and probably tomorrow, after which it will have a complete, you'll have to redo the analysis, it will be completely different. Now in Kotak Mahindra, I've loaded the 20-minute chart. Sorry, I'll load the 30-minute chart. Now if we see Kotak Mahindra Bank, now the fall emanated from here, and it has been caused by the Hindenburg saga. Now I believe as long as it's between 1745 and 1780, this is a no man's land, as we'll just get V-shaped moves and no one's going to benefit from this. This is purely an intraday trading zone for anyone who's able to catch the moves. This is not a zone in which you'll be able to carry a position and expect things to work in your favor. It's a 50-50 zone. However, if Kotak Mahindra Bank is able to break above 1780, then it will be going up to 1810 and to 1815. That is a very strong resistance, and it will have a tough time breaking that. If it breaks that, it goes to 1840. On the other hand, if it breaks 1745, then we will be falling down to 1720, and a break of that takes us down to 1690 to 1680. So now the most important support zones are basically on the upside. This is basically the top, and this is the bottom. So 1810 to 1815 is the top according to me, and 1680 to 1690 is the bottom as of now. So any break of 1745, target is 1720 to this. Any break of 1780, target is 1810 to 1815. In between this zone is no man's land, where you'll get V-shaped moves, and both option buyers and option sellers will, I'll say option sellers can hold for, let's say, 1-2 days as long as it is within this trend. But option buyers will get many trades to do, as you'll go up, go down, go up, go down. But naturally, there will not be a huge number of points, as you'll be entering and exiting, more scalping trades rather than profitable trades. Profitable trades are only above 1780 and below 1745. So that is my view on Kotak and Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries past 3 videos, each has been a success. So let's see how this one goes too. And Kotak has been covered once before, and that too was a success. Let's see how this one goes too. So if you liked it, then subscribe to the channel, and also you can write any question you have in the description, in the comment box below. Thank you.